Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation of my Sydney World Experience 2024. I mostly spent my time on the red stage. Slipknot was on that side, Lorna Shore was on that side, Baby Metal. So I knew I was going to stay on the red side. The gold stage did have a few that I wanted to see, like Lamb of God. But just because of like the different bands, I didn't make my way over there. And I know Lamb of God could be a little bit wild. So let's get into the schedule. So this was my first rough draft. I rewrote it. I tried to get early enough to see Spirit Box, but I only got in once Lorna Shore was already on stage. Here is the schedule. I didn't make it to Motionless in White because one, I was a little bit worried that I wasn't leaving early enough for Slipknot. So the highlight is My Little Travels. There was 2 other stages, but there were bands I wasn't there to see. So here were the 3 stages I bounced around that day. I did see a little bit of Fear Factory. I didn't know who they were, but I got there early enough to see a few of their songs. I'll get into it, but yeah, I missed Motionless in White because I was worried I wasn't gonna get to Slipknot in time to camp out, and I was tired. GA was so crowded on that stage. Yeah, I didn't make it to Motionless in White, and they seem like the type of music I like, so that's a bummer. Alright, so here is what I walked into. Lorna Shore. This is one of my brother's favorite bands. I think he's cool. The Will Ramos's personality I think is pretty cool. And then here is my view in VIP. VIP was so worth it. I don't think I got a lot of clips of the gold stage VIP, but I should have because it was a hot mess. Could have gotten closer if I wanted to, but I just gotten here. I don't know how things are. Still kind of making my way to my first music festival ever. And thank goodness it was only 70 degrees, 68 degrees. It still felt kind of warm because there's a ton of people, but I think last year was 90 degrees. There's no way. I don't know how I would have survived a full day in 90 degrees. I will be seeing Lorna Shore in Portland later this year, so that's cool. And here's Fear Factory. Like I said, I don't know who they are. I got a couple of their songs, Waiting for Powerman 5000. The cool thing about Powerman 5000, it's one of the first, I think it's the first metal song I ever heard in my life. My brother was in high school and I had been in elementary school, and he played When Worlds Collide and he was singing it, and I remember just thinking this is weird, as a, I don't know, maybe I was 8. I don't think I was older than 8 years old. What is this? Well, I don't know. I didn't hate it, but I was just oh, this is heavy metal. This is some heavy stuff. So it was cool that I got to see them live at my first festival. And then I rushed back over to VIP to see Baby Metal. I think they're a little more, you get the full effect when you see them in the dark. It was kind of weird to see them in the sun. I don't know, because I don't know if it's because all the clips I see of them is in the dark or indoors, so it's not so bright. I don't know. I feel like you get more of a effect with their costumes in the dark with lighting versus the sun. I don't know if that makes sense, but they were cool. They were fun. And then Lamb of God started on the other side right after Baby Metal. I didn't want to rush over there. I didn't really know exactly how to get there. And like I said, I know Lamb of God could get kind of hyper. So I just stayed back. I only know a couple of their songs, but I did enjoy seeing them. And I think I'm going to see them when they are in Portland again. after Lamb of God, after grabbing a $12 slice of pizza. But the beautiful thing about VIP, and I think even for GA, the lines were not long for food. So that is a great thing. I love that. And then I went over to VIP. I knew I was going to get Surge's coffee. I got the ice, I think it was a lavender latte. It was alright. I'm not a big coffee person though, if I'm being honest. But, you know, supporting my people. Well, not really. She's not my people, but you know, I'm a fan. This is Bad Omens, and I've seen them a little bit on TikTok and stuff, and they seemed like a band that I'd maybe like, and I know people were really excited about them. But look at this. I can't even get up close. Like, unless you look, that's really far away. That's as close as I get for VIP, and it was a maze getting over here. Like, it was so crowded on this side, so thank the Lord. Like, I can't imagine coming all the way to Vegas just to see this view for Slipknot. Like, I would have been so sad. I probably would have just gone to GA or something. Like, this really, I don't know. It sucks. Like, that's one criticism I have. I feel like the angle is like, I know they gotta have like spaces for security and things like that, but I did not like this at all. I'd be so mad for paying, you know, I think it was $700 for VIP. No, I'm really glad the main acts I wanted to see were on the other side, because I would have been sad. So then I made my way back to the Spiral stage to see Dope. I knew of Dope. I've listened to Dopenaire forever because of Fast and Furious. So again, one of the first metal songs I remember listening to. Okay, so if we reference back to the schedule, you would see that there are 4 acts in a row that I want to see here. Dope, I had Slaughter to Prevail, and then Static X, and then Motionless in White. But I didn't know who Slaughter to Prevail was, and I thought, oh, okay, Slaughter to Prevail, oh, that's when I'll go get a snack, go get an energy drink, go get water, that's when I'm gonna go take a break. And when I went to get a fruit cup, I see this playing, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is Alex the Terrible's band. I had no idea, and I was close to the stage, as you could see, so I missed out on seeing this hunk of a man up close. I don't know if things would have gone kind of crazy. I try to tell myself that to feel better, like, but yeah, I don't think people got too crazy. But yeah, I missed seeing this up close, and I had to wait in line for probably at least 20 minutes to buy a fruit cup, which was really weird because you would think that's the fastest line ever, and I waited more in line for this fruit cup than I did for anything else combined, including the bathroom, including getting water, all that stuff. So yeah, it was kind of silly, but I kind of tried to get up close, but I wasn't trying to get in all that. At this point, I am kind of like hot, and it's very crowded, so this just had to do. But I did enjoy seeing them. And he gave this little speech, so I'll leave this here.
If you want to change this world in a good way, you better start with your own self. You better start with your fucking self. Look in the mirror and analyze yourself. Take this responsibility on your shoulders. Don't blame each other. Look at you, first of all. Step by step, change yourself, and you're gonna change this world. Trust me.
I kind of want to see Slaughter to Prevail, but I might be out of town that weekend. I might come back early to try to make the show, but we will see. Yeah, I guess I would say this band is who surprised me the most. So then I wanted to stay around for Static X, and again, I wasn't wanting to try to fight my way up. I only knew Push It. Like, I tried to research some of the bands, and this was a band that I plan to continue to exploring, because they are kind of like the type of band that makes the kind of music I really like. I plan on trying to keep listening to them. And they had these things come out on stage, so if you didn't see their live performance, I would try to find it on YouTube. It was pretty cool. And yeah, there's a lot of smoke. So, like you guys can see, it's so crowded in GA. VIP is 100% worth it. At least if you're lucky like me and most of the acts you want to see are on the side of the stages is busy. So yeah, then I had to get out of there. I didn't make it to Motionless in White. I needed to make sure my legs were good for Slipknot, so I came and rested. There's tons of people sitting. I got this one song of Danny Elfman. I know a lot of people liked it, but it's not my cup of tea. If I was sitting, if I wasn't at a festival all day, sure. I feel like once he was done, people moved, so I was able to move in for Slipknot, which is the whole reason why I was there. So because if you look back at the schedule, the fact that I can't start camping out for Slipknot meant that I was staring at these TVs for an hour, and I did not mind. Like, I felt pretty good leg wise. Baby Metal ended up coming out with the band, which was cool. I didn't know any of his songs. To be honest, I was not a big fan. I'll give the music a chance, but just, like, I feel like Corey Taylor and even System of a Down, even Jared Leto with 30 Seconds to Mars, they're just really good on the mic. Like, I don't know. I just didn't really care for his... I just got kind of bored. To be honest, no offense. All he said was like, I think you guys are pretty cool. I'm like, really? That's all you got? I don't know. You know, I'll check out their music in the future, but I didn't really care for the performance. I'm sorry, guys. But, you know, maybe that's because I was staring at the stage and I was tired and I was just waiting for my true love Slipknot to get on stage. So I did get a lot of clips of them because I was like, well, they're really popular and a lot of people like them. Maybe I'm missing out on something. This is the song that I did actually like. I thought it was catchy. So, but to be honest, the majority of the time that they were on stage, I was watching the crew build the stage for Slipknot. Like, I was just watching them get stuff together. And obviously Slipknot's has a lot of members, so, but yeah, they had a lot of stuff to put together, so I was definitely more to the side because I wanted to be close, but I learned that wasn't the best thing to do. I don't regret my decision because I was close, you know, especially compared to how many people were there. But yeah, they took forever to come out, 15 minutes late. And there's people that were annoying. Like, this one of these guys in front of me kept putting his phone up and it would directly block Corey. I could not see him. I literally was fighting for my life, like moving my head on one side of his body to the next, like just trying to see. It did take the experience away a little bit. And then there was a fight right in front of me. The first, I believe it was the first song, first or second song, this guy in front of me put this guy in a chokehold, literally the guy standing right next to me. And that like took me out of it. Like, I thought they were going to stop the show for a second. And security tried taking this guy out, and yeah, so there was a lot of distractions, but having said that, I obviously still had fun. They did not play a couple of my favorite songs. I mean, they played Psychosocial, they played Unsainted, so I'm not going to complain, and they played Custer. But yeah, that's you can kind of see there why Corey was blocked. Like, I couldn't really see him much. But you know what, having said all that, but I'm happy to announce that I will be seeing them on the 25th anniversary tour this fall, and I have the best seat in the house. Yes, I do, so it makes it all okay. I'm very, very excited to see them in the fall. A lot of people say when they see Slipknot live, they kind of think to themselves, what the fuck just happened? And I have to say, that is exactly what I was thinking when they got off stage. It really was like when they got off stage and they left, I was like, wait, is that it? Is it done? What the fuck just happened? Like, And then the guy that was blogging my view originally left. It was actually funny. I said out like in my head, I'm like, God, if you want to get this guy to move so I can see, like, that'd be great. And this guy literally moved a minute later. Then there's this other guy with these weird sunglasses. I don't want to point him out because I'm not trying to like be rude. I had to like, it was frustrating at times, guys, but you know, I'm still very thankful that I just got to go. I don't regret anything. But then, yeah, then this other guy with sunglasses was completely blocking Corey, my view of Corey. And I said again, hey, God, if you want him to move too so I can see, like, that'd be great. Like, just joking. And both guys ended up leaving, which I thought was a funny coincidence. I'm not saying God told them to move, but I was thankful. Wish Corey came out here. Like, why didn't he come out up close? Come on, man. You're doing flips. You could have come over to the side. I think that's all I have to say for Slipknot. I know people were excited that they're bringing the jumpsuits back and kind of bringing back the energy they used to. Oh my gosh, one thing I heard so many times besides motherfucker, which I've never heard so much in my life. Well, you know, I'm not mad about it. I'm just like stating a fact here. Was let's bring it back to 1999. So I thought that was kind of funny. Alright, so System of a Down started immediately. Like, I'm thinking less than a minute than what Slipknot did. And a lot of more people from VIP left than I thought. My thinking is that once they went to VIP, they saw how little they could see. I mean, that's my assumption. I don't know if you were there and went to the gold stage for System. Was it insanely packed like it was when I was there earlier? I'm sure it was probably way worse. But yeah, System of a Down started. They started with this song X, which is probably like my least favorite System song. And when I saw Surge live on his solo stuff back in the day, like 2013, I want to say, he did start with like the worst song. So I think it's kind of funny how System of a Down kind of eases you into it in a sense. Because they played X and then they played Sweet Pea and then to Prison Song live. The way they did it, oh my gosh, it was awesome. It sounded so cool. I like the way they delayed had pauses in the beginning of the song, like bigger pauses than what is recorded on the album. I was like, oh my gosh. I thought that was really cool. Bounce sounded really cool live. I think it's pronounced Qbert. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce it exactly. Sounded really cool live. I think I'm a drum person. I've been realizing lately it's really the drums that get me. I always thought it was like the vocals or the guitars, but recently, at least seeing performances live, it's the drums that I'm just like, ugh. Why did I make that sound? Okay, I'm not crazy, just a little bit. But yeah, they played 27 songs, and I was impressed. I think I had to say I like System more. System of a Down is my favorite band since I was 16 up until just about a year ago. That's when I fell in love with Slipknot, so I've been a Slipknot fan for like a year, and System of a Down was my favorite since I was 16. I'm 32 now. How much is that? But yeah, I cried a little bit during Lonely Day. I think a lot of people did. They dedicated it to Joey, and I don't think System of a Down and Slipknot get along. So System Played 27 songs in an hour and a half. Oh my gosh, it was so awesome. But I have to say, and you know what? I was so happy. I was just happy to see them. I didn't have any expectations. I had a lot of expectations for Slipknot. But for System, I had no expectations, and they blew me away. And I didn't realize it till the next day. The next day, so 24 hours after I had seen them, I realized, oh, they didn't play like my 4 favorite songs. They didn't play Cigarro. They didn't play Question. But you know what? I did not care. I didn't care that they didn't play my top 4 songs because it was such an incredible show. And yeah, I have no complaints. And here's the only picture I took. I didn't know how it was going to turn out because, you know, it was nighttime and I was just trying to hurry. I didn't want to be in people's way. But yeah, that is the one picture I got of myself. Hi friends, thank you so much for watching today's video. Thank you for those that are subscribed and waited a month for this. I had some technical difficulty, and you may have noticed throughout the video I had to reuse some of the clips, and that is because this happened. My memory card that has the concert footage bent. I was editing on my computer. I had most of it done. My computer fell onto the ground. The memory card was broken, so I lost a lot of memories. I lost a lot of footage. Luckily, some of the footage that I had on my camera, so most of the footage that is like full screen, I managed to send to my phone so I could show people. And then everything else was basically from my phone, so I'm sorry it wasn't the best quality. I'm actually debating whether I want to finally upgrade. I still have the 8, if that explains the quality. I'm trying to save myself $1,000 in this economy. But I have so many concerts, I've been debating whether I should get a nicer phone. Normally, I would be absolutely terrified to go do something like this, but my 2 favorite bands of all time got me out of my comfort zone, and I'm so glad I did it. I feel like it's a highlight of my life for sure. So one question I will answer though is, would I go again? I would like to go again, but I feel like how could it ever be better than Slipknot and System of a Down there? I don't know. I don't love any other metal bands more than I do those. I would love to see System again one more time just because they were so good live, and it kind of brought back my love for the band, you know, because I've been so obsessed with Slipknot lately. I actually ended up buying Serge's book. It's really good. It just came out a couple weeks ago. I wasn't gonna buy it. I was just gonna like listen to an audiobook, but then I saw comments of some stuff he talks about in here, and I'm like, I need the chisme, I need the tea. It is intense. I'll give a full review in another video. If you are new to my channel, I don't normally post about metal or music in general, but I am going to several concerts this year. I'm gonna see Metallica, I'm gonna see Lorna Shore, I'm gonna see Slipknot again, I'm gonna see Avril Lavigne, I'm gonna see Korn, maybe Lamb of God, Chelsea Grin. They're really intense. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of music, so go ahead and subscribe. I'm sure I will be posting about those events. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Again, just if you have a question, go ahead and leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them. But anyway, I hope you're all having a good weekend. I hope to see you all soon, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.